So that's day 3 of Cheltenham over now. We're almost completed the week. We have the big day tomorrow, the Gold Cup. And the Gold Cup is the race, obviously, where there's going to be the most amount of interest and generally the most amount of volume. And, you know, it's my last shot to get a really big total out of the week. And, you know, this week's actually gone all right. Today being Thursday, went pretty well. We had this strange day on Wednesday that was unusual by historical standards, and Tuesday went very well. So yeah, today pretty much went to plan, nothing unexpected. Some markets were good, some were much better, some were okay. Didn't lose money on any of them, and managed to get in some pretty good totals. So it was a pretty good day overall. I didn't think that there was anything unusual or spectacular that came out of today. The only thing of note, I'd say, you know, that was interesting, that stood out from a trading perspective, was Indian Castle. Started at 8s, came all the way in to 5s. Big battle went on at 5s. I was in the thick of this melee that was going on at 5s, and then the price just popped out and then, you know, popped back in again, I suppose, for want of a better word. So that was interesting, but most of the other markets were pretty dull. You know, they performed as expected, nothing unusual happened, and as a consequence, today was pretty good. There was nothing outrageously good about today, but nothing outrageously bad, and it was within the sort of expectations of what I'd expect. So, you know, if I can have a good day tomorrow, it should be a decent week, and, you know, I'm gunning for the Gold Cup to see if I can do a really decent total on that. But, you know, the first few races tomorrow will give me an indication as to whether the market's behaving itself again and whether I can really stick my foot down and go for it. Because sometimes you have to take a bit of risk to get the, you know, really big rewards. And, you know, this week, you know, it's not going to be anything absolutely unbelievable. Now, Cheltenham in itself is really big anyway, but I'm talking in terms of, you know, am I going to have a record Cheltenham, whatever? Probably not. It looks to me like the market's a little bit weaker than it has been in previous years. The preliminary data I've gathered over the last couple of days, I haven't done today's data yet, indicates that turnover or match bet volume is maybe 15–20% off of where it should be. So that makes it impossible to get those really big totals. But it's traded just fine. You know, yesterday was a bit unusual, but Tuesday and today were just fine. So I'm hoping that tomorrow that will be fine as well. Betdaq traded pretty well today as well, so I managed to pull out some pretty decent results from Betdaq. And obviously the advantage with Betdaq being that you don't have to pay premium charge, and therefore every penny you get on Betdaq is worth a lot more than it is on Betfair. So that traded pretty well today as well. So, you know, I'm going to be going both guns blazing on Betdaq and Betfair tomorrow, and hopefully the markets will stick together in terms of the way that they have today, and that should present us with a decent opportunity to finish the week on a bit of a high. So looking forward to tomorrow, and hopefully we'll, you know, pull out a decent result from the feature race. Sometimes though it doesn't work like that. There have been a few years where I haven't really pulled it together on the feature race, but got a good total somewhere else. But obviously I'll let you know how things go. So yeah, decent day today, and looking forward to tomorrow.
If you're interested in learning more about BetAngel, its tools and the opportunities they present, why not visit betangel.com today to download a free trial.